All right, what's going on, guys? So, today I'm going to be talking about signs that your woman might be cheating on you. All right? These are red flags that you just can't ignore. If you start seeing these red flags pop up consistently, you need to do some further investigation because 9 out of 10, there's another guy in the picture, all right? So, first, your woman is always annoyed at you, no matter what you do. You might feel like, you've been doing everything right. You've been putting in the extra hours. You've been putting in the overtime and shit. For some reason, she's always annoyed. Why do you think that is? Because she's tired of you. She's tired of you and she's looking for a way out. The next, she's distant. As your woman should be obsessed with you. Your woman should always want to talk to you. Like, it should get to the point where it's annoying. Like, damn, let me get some alone time. You feel me? That's the type of energy your woman should be giving you. When she truly is into you, she is going to be under you 24/7, trying to text you, trying to call you, send you voice messages, ask you what you're doing. Why? Because you're her man. She cares about you. And she wants you in her life. But when she's annoyed and she starts seeming distant, she doesn't want you in her life. She's looking for a way to get rid of you, really. But she hasn't found the right guy. Because here's the thing. Women are just as sexual as us, right? Women are just as sexual as men, if not more. But the thing about women is society doesn't let them be sexual as much as men. Society, if a woman is just sleeping around without a relationship, now she's a whore, now she's a hoe, now she's a slut, all these things. Why? Because she's fucking around with no relationship. Us as men, we can do it and we'll be okay, right? To society. But if a woman starts doing that, she's going to be labeled all these things by her friends, by her family, and just her peers. So the last thing she wants to do is end up sleeping with another guy, leaving your ass for him, thinking that there's something solid over there, and then she's left looking stupid because now she doesn't have a relationship. Now she's getting tossed around, and now her family and her friends think that she's a hoe, right? So she's going to stick around with you as long as possible, as long as she can, to see if she can secure a relationship out of the other man. So that's why when you're talking to her, and that's why when she always seems so annoyed, she always seems so distant, it's because she's trying to find a way out, but she's trying to do it smoothly, right? So she's keeping your ass around even though she doesn't want to be with you, but she still wants to have that relationship title. Why do you think when you are dating women and you finally sleep with her, it doesn't take too long before she starts asking for a relationship? This is why, as a man, you shouldn't even ask for a relationship, because she's going to come to you with the request. She's going to say, hey, I want to be your girlfriend. Will you make me your girlfriend? If you're fucking around with a girl, it won't be too long before she starts bringing this up. It won't be too long. Why? Because, like I said, she doesn't just want to get tossed around and have no title behind it. Because even though that's truly what she wants, she enjoys it. She enjoys the sex that you guys have. But she doesn't want to be seen as a slut by her dad. She doesn't want to be seen as a slut by her friends. Damn, girl. You letting that guy fuck you for that long? You haven't gotten a relationship? Damn, girl, he's playing you. This is not what she wants to hear, right? So if she's cheating on you, she's going to keep you around for as long as possible. That's why she's going to start seeming distant. She's going to start seeming annoyed at you for everything you do. Before, you would tell jokes and everything was hilarious. Now you tell jokes and it's like, she's like, damn, motherfucker, what do you think you are, a fucking comedian? Stop with all the jokes, right? And the next sign is she's not as sexually active with you as she was before. Before, she wanted to get it in 3-4 times a day, right? When you guys first got into a relationship, she wanted to get it in 3-4 times a day. Now all of a sudden, when you try to bring something up and try escalate it to something sexually, now all of a sudden her stomach hurts. Now all of a sudden she had a long day at work. Now all of a sudden she's nauseous. Now all of a sudden she has her period. Damn, hold on. Now all of a sudden she has her period every day of the week. How so? Tell me, how do you have your period every single day? That's absurd to me, right? Like, all of a sudden now, you're just bleeding every day, right? Now all of a sudden, you're nauseous every day. Well, baby, you want me to get you some Tums? You want me to get you some Pepto-Bismol to help you with your stomach so we can get it in? Is that what you want? Shit. You'll give her all these fucking solutions and all of a sudden now, nope, nothing works. I don't want no Pepto-Bismol. I don't want no Tums. I don't want none of that. I just want to sit here with my period, my tummy ache, and my nauseousness all day. That's all I want to do every day. All of a sudden, right? It's because she's getting tossed around somewhere else, but she doesn't want to let you toss her around anymore because she's giving it up to this guy and she's just keeping you around. So at the point where this happens, most likely 9 times out of 10, you have lost your masculine essence. All of a sudden, you've been playing around too much. You've been too goofy. And so now you've lost that masculine edge. So the reason why she's going out trying to find it somewhere else is because you aren't providing that anymore. Now you're kind of seeming like a best friend. Like you're so friendly. You're just such a nice friend. It's gone from the beginning of a relationship was a sexual vibe to now, all of a sudden, you guys have pretty much just become roommates. That's all it became. Because now you guys don't sleep together. Now all you're doing is joking around, taking her out to eat. You're her roommate. You're not her man. So that's why she doesn't want to sleep with you anymore. And best believe if she's giving you these excuses constantly, she's sleeping with someone else. I'm telling you right now. And I know this might be hard for some of your little hearts to handle, but hey, it's better I tell you now than you come across it and boom, now your heart is shattered. Now you can't go to work for a couple weeks because, to be honest, there's two type of guys. There's the guy that happens to him and he becomes a monster. He becomes a beast. He's like, shit, I ain't letting that stop me. You thought you could play me? You come out stronger, right? And then there's the guy who takes it to heart and really had this idea in his mind that his girl could never cheat on him. His girl was just this very, very good girl that could never do anything like that. So when this happens, his heart is shattered. And now he's taking it all in, but it's taking him months to process. He doesn't just hop back on that horse and get back to it. It's taking him months to process because he never in his life would have expected that his girl would have done something like this. How could she? How could she, right? So I know what I'm telling you right now might be shattering some of your little hearts, but I'm just letting you know. Just pay attention for the signs, okay? Because when it comes around, the signs are going to be right in your face. But if you're in your feelings, you're going to miss the signs because you're not thinking logically. You're just thinking with emotion. And what emotion makes you think is, I love her. She loves me. She would never in a million years do something like that to me. Okay. She works late, right? This is the next one. She's always working late. Come on, bro. Women ain't grinding like that. Let's just be honest. Let's just keep it a bean. Women are not grinding like that. What do they need to grind for? What do they need to grind for? To be honest, women really just care about going out with their friends, getting drinks. They care about the newest makeup, the newest dress, the newest clothes, the newest purse. This is the stuff they care about. And 9 times out of 10, if they have a real man in their life and they provide some type of value to him, she will get gifts. And even then, she doesn't really need to grind that hard because when she goes out, her man pays. If she's living with her man and he's a real masculine man, he's taking care of the rent. So you don't really need that much money. You just got to work a little 9 to 5 and shit, use that little paycheck and buy whatever you want to buy. Buy your purses, buy your makeup, buy your dresses. So now all of a sudden she's grinding 24/7, right? Now she's in grind mode, right? Now she's trying to get this money. For what? What are you trying to get this money for, baby? You ain't trying to get noticed. As a man, we grind because we have to get noticed. If you don't grind, you walk outside, the world is just not going to notice you. Men aren't going to respect you. Women will not see you as a respectable man. So we grind because we want to be noticed. Let's just keep it a stack. We grind because we want to be noticed. Because if you walked outside like women, they walk outside, they look pretty, and they have men trying to talk to them. They have women talking to them. If this was you as a man, right? You didn't have to grind. You didn't have to have no muscles. You didn't have to have no social skills. You didn't have to have no money. You didn't have to have no charisma. None of this. Would you really be grinding? Let's just be honest. You wouldn't be grinding. Why? Because if that was the case, the homeless man outside would be getting all the bitches. Shit, I would have to hide my lady from him when I go around the homeless guys if that was the case. But it's not. It's not the case. All right. So the reason we grind is because we need to get noticed. But women don't need that. They already get noticed. So why would she be grinding all the time? The truth of the matter is she probably met someone at work. And now all of a sudden she's staying at work late all the time to what? To fuck with him in the parking lot? To go over to his crib? And she has an alibi. She was at work. She wasn't at work, bro. And this is not for you to be driving past her work. This is not for you to be driving past her job, because now you're acting feminine as fuck. Now you're acting like a bitch, bro. Because this is what bitches do. When you're at work and she suspects you of cheating, now she's driving by, right? She's trying to see what you're doing, see what you're up to, bro. Don't catch a charge worrying about a bitch, bro. Don't catch a charge trying to figure out if your girl is cheating on you. Because if you really suspect that, just leave her ass, bro. There's so many out here. There's so many women out here that why would you get caught up over one girl, right? So if you really suspect her of cheating, just leave her ass. But if she's telling you she's at work and she's at work late as hell, that's cap, bro. That's cap. I'm telling you right now, that's cap. If her job closes at 10 and suddenly she stayed at her job till 1 a.m. counting extra inventory or organizing extra things, that's cap. That's just not true. Or even if she tells you she was in the parking lot listening to music, bro, come on, that's cap. That's not true. The next one, phone upside down, right? Her phone is always upside down. She doesn't want you to see her phone. She doesn't want you to touch her phone. Every time she's around you, her phone is upside down. This is a sign that she could be cheating on you. 9 times out of 10. There's that rare occasion where, she might have just done it by accident, because sometimes I do that. Sometimes I put my phone upside down and I'm not even thinking about it. But if she never wants to have her phone upside down, you glance over and she switches that phone upside down real quick. 9 times out of 10, bro, she's cheating on you. So pay attention to this. And this is not for you to start going and looking through her phone. Because the reason why I say don't go through her phone is because once you get to that point where you think you have to start going through her phone, you have reached a level of such feminine energy. You are acting so feminine that you've brought yourself to the point of thinking you have to check through her phone. Because if you really, really, really suspect her of cheating and you weren't acting feminine, you would just toss her ass out the house. You would just let it be known that she can never be in your life again, right? You would just let that be known. Because, if she's cheating on you, you can replace her. This is what would happen if you weren't in your feminine energy. You would simply just replace her, because it's not that hard to replace her, right? But you're so caught up with this one girl that now you feel you have to start going through her phone. And what's wrong with that? What's wrong with going through her phone, you might ask? When you're going through her phone, you are moving through emotion. This is why I say you're acting like a woman. Because you get this feeling inside. I mean, you don't have concrete evidence. There's a difference if you saw Tommy with the long dick on her contact list and you're like, shit, who the fuck is this? Who the fuck is Tommy with a long dick, bro? I'm gonna go through that phone. That's a difference, right? I'll give you the benefit of the doubt on that one. But if you're just moving off feelings, you know, you're just insecure as a man, and you're constantly thinking, she's not even cheating on you. There's no red flags, but you're constantly thinking, I think she's cheating on me. I think she's cheating on me. I think she's cheating on me. So now you're moving through feelings, and you're always going to have to scratch that itch. So once you bring yourself to go through her phone once, you have just scratched that itch. But then you go through her phone, and let's just say you don't see nothing, right? In your mind, you were looking to find something. So you're going to keep on going until you find something. You're going to keep on accusing her. You're going to keep on telling her, oh, you're cheating on me. Or you're going to have it in the back of your head. And then when the time comes around, you check her phone. And now you're looking through her phone. You didn't find anything. A couple weeks later go by. You get that feeling again. Now you're looking through her phone again. Every time you get a feeling, you're going to be looking through her phone. Why? Because you're acting feminine. If you were really acting masculine, you wouldn't give a fuck. Because if it really came down to that, bye-bye, cut her ass off. It's not that serious. But you're so caught up with this one girl. That's why when guys say, oh, I was alpha at the beginning of the relationship, but then I was in love. Nah, bro. You weren't to begin, to be honest with you. Because if you were, you would have rules, principles, and boundaries that wouldn't have even allowed you to get to this point. Because you had shit that you stood on. You stood on as a man that you're not going to let yourself get to that point to where you have to check her phone. Because if she's really giving you those signs, then just replace her ass, bro. It's not that serious. Replace her ass. And next is shit don't add up. Shit is just not adding up. She told you the other day, oh, I was hanging out with Sally and Susie, right? And then a week later, 2 weeks later, she's like, oh, yeah, when me, Sally, and Susie and Karen were hanging out. And you're like, Karen? Wait a second. She said it was Sally and Susie. Who the fuck is Karen? She doesn't even know how to keep her story straight. And you've caught her in a lie, but you're thinking with your emotions. So when she does say something like that, you're like, maybe I forgot. Instead of knowing, oh, she lying to my ass. So you ignore the signs, right? So this video is just to bring awareness to you guys, because I'm telling you, watch out for the signs. Because if she's displaying some of these signs, 9 times out of 10, she's cheating on you. And if you really have that feeling that she's cheating on you, just leave her ass. Don't bring yourself to the point where you have to start checking phones, where you have to start asking her where she's at, where you're trying to restrict her. Oh, one more point. I almost forgot this one. Okay. One more point. This is why I think I should write down a list, because I just be going off the top of my head. So when I'm doing these videos, sometimes I just forget key points. This is another one, all right? Before I end the video. If she starts going out to parties, if she starts going out to the club all the time, frequently, and she doesn't invite you as her man, she's always going to want to have you around. Even when she's going to go hang out with her friends. When she's going to hang out with her friends, if she's truly attached to you and she truly cares and loves you, even when she's hanging out with her friends, in the back of her mind, she's like, I would rather be hanging out with him. I would rather be hanging out with him than hanging out with my girlfriends. So even if she does go to a party, even if she does go to the club, she's going to at least invite you. Even if you say no, she's going to invite you at least. But if she's constantly going to parties, going to clubs, and she's not inviting you, she's either cheating on you or she's looking for someone to cheat on you with. All right? That's the video for today. Comment down below, like the video, and subscribe. Peace out.